Hi folks, I'm Ed and this is backroadhero. Well, I'm the very proud owner of a 2017 model Alfa Giulia Quadrifoglio. It's a cracking car. I've had it for nearly 2 years now, and in that time, if you haven't seen the other videos, well, maybe there's time to do so. Every car that we have, the long-term ownership and views and reviews and the rough and the smooth, etc. with car ownership. It's all about the ownership journey, not just the places that the cars take us. So go and have a look. If this is the first one you've seen, you can have a look at the previous ones. There's a big review there, about 40 minutes worth of specifications and what to look for and all the rest of it in the playlists. All our cars have got playlists now. You can find that by clicking on the backroadhero, then onto the playlists and scrolling down and finding the Alfa Romeo stuff, and then hit the play all and watch them all. Anyway, thanks for that. Thanks for everyone in the comments, subscribing and all the rest of it. It's great fun making these videos, and it seems as if it's helping a lot of people along their journey and their path and decision making. Don't be afraid to buy an Alfa, folks. It's great fun and dare to be different. Anyway, this is the 4-year service on this car. It's the big one. BMWs tend to be every 3 or thereabouts, but this is a big service in year 4. Service intervals are 9,000 miles, so year 4 would be 36,000 miles. The car's only done 30,000, so it's been serviced on time and not on mileage. More good news is the previous owners, they ticked that little box when the car was new that they wanted 5 years of free servicing. Well, included in an Alfa Care package, it costs them, at the moment, it costs £1,199. When you bear in mind the year 4 service in isolation is 1,500 quid, you're getting the other 4 years for absolutely nothing. And even if you're only planning on keeping the car for, say, 3 years, if you go to sell it on, you can tell the new owner that it's got another 2 years of free main dealer servicing included in the package, and years 4 and 5, and that's probably worth close to £2,000. If you're going to buy a new car, bear that in mind, irrespective of the time that you're planning on leasing it, etc., etc. On with the video. I use Unity at Kidlington, that's just outside of Oxford. I found them great for all of our other cars. In fact, we've got the Alfa Spider, it's been there, and they have even the equipment to look at the OBD1 in the 3200 GT Maserati. So it's a great resource to have. Great folks there. Thanks very much to Scott and Tom in service and parts. And they've been great help along the way. Being a smaller garage, it's a country garage, there's one person on the desk. It's brilliant. You build up a relationship. They get to know you, you get to know them, and it's part of a sort of an extended community that they have. I'm looking forward to many more years with this car. I'm spending the money looking after it and keeping it in the condition to which it deserves to be. So on with the video. Hope you enjoy it, and thanks very much for watching. So, on my way to Unity Alfa. Last service on this was about 22,000 miles, so it's only done about 7,000 since the last service. That was a minor service, just an oil and filter change. This is the more major one. Got it in the Larry mode. Oh, it never gets old. Anyway, I've had it nearly 2 years now, and it's it's always been a bit of fun. Right, so drop it in, get a service car, and get back home again. They're going to keep it all day tomorrow whilst I go to work, and then I'm going to pick it up again after I come back again from Manchester the day after next. So far, it's cost me zero in servicing costs because of the Alfa Care plan. The car will be 5 years old in May, so this service has been done just a little bit little bit early, but it was serviced early. Obviously at a change of ownership, and its time expired rather than mileage. So here we are, we picked up the the replacement steed, a Fiat 500 Sport apparently. Anyway, so there we go. That's the car left off. Quick chat with the guys, and they said basically the whole front of the car's got to come off, the bumper's got to come off, and it's more access than anything else in the time. Typically Italian, but that's why it's 7.5 hours of labour. Very happy to leave it here. They always provide a great service, and no, they haven't paid me to say that. Also said about the little rattler I got from the back. He seems to think it's a common thing where the little scoops on the under tray, some additional scoops, they're only riveted in, and sometimes they go off, so that's great. Glad I mentioned it. They can have a little look when the under trays are all off. So here we are. Forgive the old work garb. just come off a flight and straight up to Unity. I couldn't be happier with the service that I got here today. Scott, the service department, took me through everything. It's a big service on this. 7.5 hours. Total cost would have been £1,591.16. That's where we got to. And that's probably the reason why that people sell their cars generally after just 3 years. The 4-year service is a big one on this, but why worry? It needs to be done, and it's all part of keeping the car in the condition that it should really be done in. They washed it for me as well, so really happy with that, and it's a beautiful sunny day. You might see me squinting, I'm looking into the sun, so I'm not filming into it. So that's it. 4 years. Here's a big list of stuff that was all done. It would have had all sorts of inspections and checks, but primarily the big stuff that they've changed is engine oil and filter, spark plug replacement, auxiliary drive belts have been done, and that's the majority of the work. Basically the front end of the car has got to be taken off. 7.5 hours of work to put it all back in together again. Replace air cleaner cartridge. We have got fuel filters, we've got pollen filters, we've got things like brake disc wear status. I know there's good discs and pads on this because they've been done previously. So that's it. But what did surprise me is that's the Alfa Max package is now finished. So that's the last free service I've got on this car, and we're looking into paying down the line. No, Scott was really good, lovely guy in there. We'll spend the time with you explaining everything, so it's always nice. I'm going to stick with Unity. Unity Alfa in Oxford here, a great bunch of people. It's a country garage, as you can probably see. It's you get that personal attention and care, really, that makes all the difference to your experience as a customer. Now, they're not paying me to say this, but it's a genuine impression, and they're really good at giving out advice and all the rest of it. Little knock that I had couldn't be reproduced on the ramp. It seems highly likely it might be drop links, and at 20-something pounds a drop link, I can buy those and fit them myself. But going, as they say, moving forward, my wife hates that expression, so so forgive that. So moving forward, it's a very my airline speak. But anyway, the next two services would cost £1,396. I don't really want to pay that, and if I could, I want to pay monthly. So there are two options. One was an Alfa Max Pro service that would go with the car if I ever decided to sell it. A bit like the one I just inherited. 2 years of servicing would be £1,098. You've got to pay that up front, and I don't really want to do that. I don't have £1,098 to pay up front for two next services, but it's a saving of about £300 going through that way. The other option is Unity run their own service plan here. I can pay for it monthly, and it's interest free. And a total of £850 and 38 pence will see me the next 2 years servicing. The year 6 service is slightly larger than the year 5 service, and then the next couple of years we're into to belts and stuff as well. So that would make the car 8 years old. Who knows where we're at then? So we'll take it 2 years at a time. I can pay for that monthly, and it's only going to be 50 quid or thereabouts by direct debit. So that's what I've done. I've signed up for their 2-year in-house servicing plan. It's all full Alfa, it doesn't matter, and I'm all for a bargain. So I reckon that saves me about 500 quid over the next 2 years. And I asked him, what's the catch? And he says, well, you come back to us. That's what it is. They want the business. They want you to come back and use their services, and that's I can fully agree with that. And along with it, apparently I'll get a few offers to cinema tickets, etc., etc. So we'll do that. I'm very happy that they pointed it all out. Warranty-wise, I'm out of warranty at the moment, and I would quite like to have a warranty on the car. So the next step will be having a look around and seeing whether I can get an RAC Platinum Plus warranty. And pay for that. So that'll be a new video all about warranties outside of manufacturer's care. Thanks for sticking by. I hope you've enjoyed the little video. Honest long-term ownership. If you haven't subscribed already and want to see what goes on down the line, especially with maybe those drop links and some warranty advice, then hit the old subscribe button, do the notification bell, etc., etc., and all the other good stuff that all the other YouTubers seem to be asking for. So thanks very much for sticking by. All the best. Bye-bye.